Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a really fun interview because, let me say who we're with too first. We have Jeffrey from Epic Reactions, and I just asked him actually. It's Epic. Some people say Epoch because I wasn't sure. But you know it's going to be a good interview and a good chat when we're already chatting it up and we have a whole history of messages in the Instagram DMs. So I'm like, oh, this is going to be a good conversation. Rather than sometimes, sometimes I send a DM and we have like, okay, I'll see you there. And it's like, that's it. But we had a whole conversation beforehand. So
Yeah, we
for the
did.
people that aren't familiar with you, can you introduce yourself?
So my name is Jeffrey. I do reactions on YouTube, whether mainly Western pop music like One Direction, Harry Styles, Ariana Grande, Lana Del Rey, Taylor Swift, and then I do have like a second channel, a K-pop channel, where I've been trying to grow
Hmm.
that. I started that. I don't know. I kind of wanted to separate the two channels. I don't know. It just gets so much on one. I don't know. It's the algorithm's weird. I don't know. It's just YouTube.
That's
I,
interesting.
I
That's
see.
an
I see
interesting
you. I
idea.
see you do on everything. That's you do everything on one channel.
I do, but that's interesting. Like different genres like that. That's a kind of
Yeah, it's
interesting
it's
idea.
it's I don't know, the algorithm's so weird. I think
It is.
it's like scary because like you start doing one artist and then since you're doing that one artist, it'll like start people want to see that and then it'll just kill the other videos.
Hmm.
So it's like it's weird. I don't know. And notifications only get 3 videos for a day, which is
Is it
bothers
three or
me.
six? I thought it was six. But
I think it's only 3, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. I actually that's very interesting. I
That
have
it
no clue.
bothers me. It bothers me a lot that there's a limit. I understand why there'd be a limit, but if people want to see notifications, I mean, let them see it. Let them see it.
Mm. How often do you post?
It depends. I try to do Patreon content. I do YouTube
I hear
content.
you.
It's like, and then I have the K-pop channel. It's like, I usually do try through 3 days or three videos a day. That's usually my go-to
Mm. I like that.
because I used to do like 4 or 5. Like I was like on you, like, because you do like 6 a day, which I respect so much. I respect it. You're on the
Appreciate that.
grind.
I'm on the grind. I love it though. I love it. I've gotten
Yeah,
to a point
that's
though, like part of the reason I'm able to, and people, most people don't get this until I explain it. Is like I don't edit any of my videos, or any of my reactions. They're just straight through. So like I literally press record and then press end. So the reactions are super easy for me to do. Um,
Yeah, that's I'm saying. I just kind of like edit it and then we get it. Like it's not that I just add
yeah.
some like little effects on it or whatever. It's stressful when like you have to cut down because I know like you do album reactions one song by song by song, and it's super difficult because like you can't just post the entire thing. Copyright is literally the most stressful thing in all of this, which that's what we kind of signed up for, I guess. But
Mm. So
damn, man.
you do the full album straight through.
Yeah, well, I used to just post like a full album, like just uncut, like Blake McLean,
Hmm.
he would do like the full uncut, and then
Yeah.
now they're just blocking like even a
Yeah.
full uncut. So I post a full uncut on Patreon now, then
Patreon.
try to edit it together. But it's I'm not like the master editor, so that's what I'm self conscious about my editing a little
I love that. That's good. Hey,
bit.
well, I'm sure that whatever 40,000 people are pretty confident of your editing skills. That's funny, man. I love that. Has anybody ever told you you kind of have an Ed Sheeran look to you?
Dude, you know how many comments I've gotten? People just call me Ed. That's literally that they call me as Ed.
A joke.
That's like a normal thing.
The American Ed.
Yeah, that they love calling me Ed. They love calling me Ed.
Where does the name come from? Epic
So
reaction.
I was sitting there, I was laying there one day, and I wanted. So okay, I'll just start the origin story. How this all. So I'm 20. So I was like maybe 16, 17, and I started watching because I listened to a lot of hip hop. That was like my main, and I would watch these reaction videos, and I was like sitting there, and I would always tell my friends. I swear, they could like vouch. I always told them I was like, dude, if I could do this, and I feel like I could do really well because I just loved doing this, like watching them. And I was laying there, I was like, but what would I do a name? Because see, a lot of reactors have their full name, like just like you have Jacob Restituto and like Steven, like people like have their full
Mm,
Blake McLean. Where like I grew up in this like internet era where people don't use their full name. Like you'd
mm-hmm.
always have an alter because I played a lot of video games and you just have always
Okay.
like a gamer tag. So I was like,
Yeah.
what do I think of? And then Epic or Epoch. Epoch's kind of like this time period, and I was thinking it's only going to be like a time period of my life that I'm going to be doing this. So I'm
Wow.
probably going to move on. So that's probably because I want to
Interesting.
do more YouTube things though. Like this is kind of like a starter for me. I want to make like I'm super into politics. I want to make political videos one day. I want to make like Minecraft videos. This is kind of just I'm kind of getting started.
I
Hopefully,
like that, man. That's
hopefully.
cool. That's really cool.
How'd you get into this? That's what I always wondered about you. Like, how'd you like? Because your first YouTube videos are like straight up down, and I'm like, I was sitting there, I was like, huh? I was like, up down. I've never seen that before, so I was like, I was tripping.
Is that from research, or did you see them back then when I was posting?
Back when, because you were doing One Direction videos, and I started, and it just
Oh,
if you watch content, it'll just pop in your algorithm at that point.
Yes,
and I'd sit there and I clicked it, and it was like up down, and on computer it looks so weird. I was like, whoa. Well, on the phone it looks great. On the phone,
that's
that's
exactly why. So, so statistically, 80% of YouTube is consumed on phone.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured, you know what, if somebody's watching YouTube and they're on the subway or they're driving or whatever the case is, they can just watch it like this, you know what I mean? They don't have to, because if you're on your phone, it's awkward to hold, like you got to do the whole pinky situation or like
true
it's awkward. So I was like, you know what, let me and I did it. You know what, it worked. It got me it got me my first whatever 1,000 subscribers, and like the channel was growing. And then I did notice though that if you upload vertically, it does, even if you do like 4K or 1080p, it doesn't it doesn't allow the resolution to be that good. It only ends up being like, I don't even know, like maybe 720 if not 480.
Huh.
So the resolution's terrible. But like
that's awful. I wonder why they do that. Huh?
I don't know, but when I used to vlog and stuff too, like it was just easy because like I could just go like this. Oh, when I used to vlog vertically, I used to like nobody would really know. Now I have to have my whole camera. Like this thing's so like absurd. Like I'm walking, like it's like obnoxious. But
is it weird going in public with that? Like, do you ever like vlog while you're
just talking about that? I'm not really the best. Like I do vlog, but like not. I don't go around like to like Stop and Shop and be like, oh, let me. I just don't have the guts yet. If I didn't have this dead cat, so this is called the dead cat, this thing. If I didn't have this on, I would be much more likely. But this thing just looks, it looks ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Like I'll go to like a coffee shop and be like, they'll be like, what you up to today? Or how was work? And they'll be like, what do you do for work? And it's like, it sounds so weird and like kind of like egotistical to me. It's like, yeah, I make YouTube videos. And they're sitting there like, or it's like, you know, like people lie about it. They're like, when like us too, we really do make YouTube videos.
Wait, so this is your full-time job?
Yeah, basically, I go to college too. It's basically a full-time job at this point.
But you don't have a job at like other than this though?
No, this is I make a good enough money. Right, I live with my parents right now because I was going to college, but I'm gonna be moving into a house with my friends. I'm really excited about that because I can have my friends on the channel also. I don't know about you if you've noticed reaction channels, but I feel like there's multiple people. Like they just get way more views. I don't know. It's like a weird thing I've noticed.
I would believe that.
Yeah, but it's interesting.
That's amazing though.
I've always wanted to do content with other people, but
that's amazing.
I've always wanted to do a podcast with people too. I don't know. Just I feel like these videos they're kind of lonely. Like you're sitting there recording all day by yourself. Like in my experience, I'm sitting inside all day recording, talking to a camera by myself, and I'm like,
that's why I love these,
lonely.
Man.
Yeah,
that's 100%. People don't get it. They're like, oh, you like. We have the best job ever. You know what I mean? We really do. But then there's also like this slight dark side that people don't realize about. Like it's super lonely, literally it's just talking to the camera.
It's very lonely.
That's why I love these, because it's really nice to connect with other people like this.
Yeah, like you just sitting there, you're recording all day, or I record like during the night too sometimes. And it's like you're sitting there, like it's exciting. I love doing this. Like I signed up for it, of course, right? But it's like so lonely. It's kind of, but it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
We fight.
That's funny. You said egotistical about making YouTube videos. I feel like it's the complete opposite in the sense of like, I feel like people are like, oh, what do you make, like 6 cents a day? You know what I mean? Like, I think people think it's stupid.
So when I first told my mom that I was going to be, I got partnered, and I told her, I was like, I'm going to be able to make really good money from it. And what she said to me was like, oh, like 6 cents a month, like something like that, something which she doesn't really understand this, right?
Yeah,
it's hard to understand. And I was sitting there, I was like, I'm gonna show you what's up. I'll show you what's up. And yeah, I just kept grinding because like she's like 52. Like she doesn't understand like internet stuff really that much. I mean, so I don't blame her. Like if I was her, I'd probably be like, yeah, sure, my kid is gonna be sitting there watching you or doing YouTube videos, and people are gonna sit there and watch him. Like, you know, dude, that's like
it's not even parents. I feel like even people our age just don't even realize like it's an opportunity to make money out there, man. Like I really want to push that and show people like it's really possible. Like I mean, but the beautiful part is like you just said, like you put like three or four videos out a day. Sometimes you're doing five. Like you grind. Like
It's a
like,
grind. It's never.
People don't realize that it's not, it's work. It's actual work. I
Yeah.
see it as my job. Like I'm a YouTuber as a job.
Yeah,
You know what
that's
I mean?
like it's like this, especially to like reactions or thing. You never, I feel like you never get the satisfaction of you get to upload the video and be like, okay, it's like you upload it, okay, next one now. Like it's there's no like there's no little like you get to enjoy it. Like some YouTubers they get to like upload it and then they get to enjoy it for a little bit. This is like grind, and you get really burnt out. You burnt out, but it's like it's your jobs. You got to keep going. So it's like
yeah, it's such a balance. I feel like between the two. So that's amazing though. So you've been how long have you been doing this?
I started November 2019. I was just literally I was kind of doing it for fun, which I still just basically it's just fun. Like I love it, and I was kind of like upload. I started with like country because but the idea of the channel was I was going to start just listening to different music, and I did like some country music, and I did like I remember my first video I did 1,000 views like Coldplay. I was so excited. I was like, 100%. Oh my gosh, like it was insane to me. 1,000 views on a video. Agree. And then I
agree.
I remember New Year's 2019, I did like a BTS video. And oh my god, that was insane. Ariana Grande. And then just kept and then basically the pandemic happened. And I was online school and everyone's at home watching.
Yeah.
And it's like I was like, okay, it's time to go now. And I did
it. That's amazing, man.
When'd you start?
Around when you started, I want to say January of 2019. So a couple months before you, around then. But yeah, I think it was January 20. I mean, so my channel's been around for a while. So like being a musician, I have we used to post my songs on here, but that's me posting like once a month or once every other month. I started grinding with one video a day back in January of 2019.
Okay.
And then it started like 2 videos a day. Then like when the pandemic hit, it was like 4 videos a day. And then when it became my full-time job, I'm like 10,000 videos a day.
Yeah, just as much content as you can put out for people.
Mm-hmm. So I'm curious. So you have a similar perspective then, I guess, posting as much as you do. I mean, now you say it's 3, but like you were posting at a time where it was like 5 videos a day. Like
that was a weird time. It was I think there's like this July, middle of the summer when everyone really was at home. And then there's this like all this hype around because I mainly did One Direction videos, and there was this hype that One Direction was coming back. And everyone was flooding my comments. And I was like new to it. So I was like, I kind of believed them. I was like, I don't know what to think. All these people are telling me.
It was a 10-year anniversary.
Yeah, and I was like new to it. And I know that like fans were just saying that just because they were hoping. And I was just really, I didn't even mean to post all those videos. I was just doing it. I didn't know what I was doing, honestly. I was just posting. Just now, like I have an understanding. Like if I went back and I was like seeing it now, I was like, I didn't even know what I was really doing at that point. I don't know if you feel that way, looking back and being like, I really had no idea. But like, I liked it when I didn't know what I was doing because it felt like, I don't know, it was way more fun, I feel like. Because it was just like, yeah.
You don't have to feel like you have to fit into this like box.
Yeah.
And not that I totally do, but like to some degree, you don't. I feel like you're maybe a little less adventurous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so I'm curious why. So if you had the time, would you continue to still post 5 videos a day?
Yeah, it literally. I think about if I literally made $10 million tomorrow, I would still sit here and do this every single day.
Do you is there a reason you scaled back content?
It's just because I have to do like Patreon stuff too. At that point, I wasn't into the Patreon stuff. I was doing that, and I want to focus on like a K-pop channel also that I want to grow also. It's just I'm trying to, and then like school. It's like I'll be okay. I'm just It's basically time, which I'm only 20. I have a lot of time to go, so I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, it's basically time.
What do your friends think of you having a YouTube channel now?
I think 2 of them are probably watching right now. They love it. They think it's amazing. They're super supportive. I mean, we hang out, we watch. I showed like my friend Skylar, like your TikTok made me famous. He likes the song. Literally, like legit. Like
thanks,
I grew up. My friend group, we grew up watching YouTube videos. Okay. I don't know. Did you ever favorite YouTubers or anything growing up?
Yeah, but like, or even now, but like, it's completely unrelated to what we do. Like my
Mine's
favorite YouTubers are finance YouTubers.
okay. Mine's completely different from what we do. Also, I literally grew up watching YouTube videos. It's like all I consumed. Like I really don't watch Netflix. I don't really watch TV. I don't watch. I watch literally YouTubers. That's literally all
That's
I
cool.
consume.
What are you watching now?
It's basically whatever pops my recommended, basically at this point. But
Because
I
you've
don't
like
really...
tuned your algorithm so well.
Yeah. It's that scary, but really cool
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah, I love it. I'm gonna just go along with it. I love it. It's cool. I'm like trying to train my algorithm even further. Be like, no, don't recommend this. Recommend this. Don't recommend this. Because it's easy. Then you don't have to scroll. You're like the first video pop up. Yep, I want to watch that.
Yeah, isn't it crazy? A person watches one video of yours, and then they'll just get recommended your videos. Basically, if they like the video, they just
With the amount that we post, they get recommended 75 videos of.
Yeah, it's just our faces are on their screens all the time.
The subscription section is just epic reactions.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about that? Just like it's weird to me. Like it's not weird, but it's like crazy to me that like we're just like on people's TVs. Like it's so weird to me because
terrifying actually when you think about that.
Like they're sitting there watching.
Yeah. No, thank you for pointing it out. No, I've never really. I mean, I have, but I've never really like when you actually really think about that. That's like kind of interesting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you never really think about it. Yeah, it's like they're sitting there watching you, but it's cool. I like it.
It's an honor. It's an honor, but it's also terrifying at the same time.
Yeah, it really. Do you watch your videos back?
Sometimes, rarely, but actually, sometimes.
I hate it. I don't watch my videos back. I don't know. It's weird like watching. I do of course I have to edit a video. I'll be sitting there watching it back, but I try not to watch it back. I don't know why. I just don't like watching.
I don't. Yeah,
I hate it because I always feel like I need to prove on something.
Oh, 100%. There's always something that when I do that, but that's so interesting, man. It's so like as view count starts to grow. You ever think of like. You ever like actually think about those numbers sometimes, and you're like the scary number sometimes is the impression number. Have you ever seen that number?
Yeah.
For people that don't know, the impression number is like how many times YouTube recommends your video, and it shows up on somebody's screen.
Yeah, basically,
outside of the clicking view, like so it's been showed. That number is go what you were gonna say, because that number is terrifying.
There's a lot of people, and I feel like those people, if they're not clicking on it, they're like judging like that thumbnail or like judging the person. That's why it's always interesting. TikTok versus YouTube is because TikTok, you swipe up and it makes you watch that video, so it counts as a view. Where YouTube, our impressions are basically TikTok. Just watching TikToks, because TikTok doesn't count as they don't get impressions. They literally make you watch the video. Imagine if YouTube, made people, if our YouTube views were based on those impressions and they made the people watch that.
Well, like so for reference, do you have a general idea of what your impressions are?
Yeah.
Versus your view count, like do you mind sharing?
And my click through rate is like 5.5%. I don't know if that's normal.
Okay.
What's your click-through rate?
So I can pull it up. Well, you keep talking.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure mine's 5. I had I think the last time I looked at the impressions was about 14 million. I'm pretty sure.
Is that total or is that
That
monthly?
was throughout a month or 3 months. I'm not too sure.
Oh yeah, man. So think about that for a second. 14 million times your videos have been recommended. It's like when you start thinking that, you're like, whoa.
I remember my first video that got 100,000 views, like a Taylor Swift one, and my dad was like, "Are people watching it twice? What do you mean 100,000 people watched it?" And I was like, "I don't know, man. 100,000 people watched that. Just which of course some people, of course, probably watched it again.
Sure,
but yeah,
maybe.
It's so crazy for an outsider to because we're kind of used to seeing it now. We're in this environment where a random person, they're like, "Damn, 100, all those people, wow," and I'm like. Yeah, it's very interesting. It's a little weird.
We have 50.3 million impressions in the past 28 days.
Jesus. Wow. That's insane. Probably Olivia Rodrigo.
And BTS,
yeah. BTS, yeah.
That's crazy.
What have you thought about that K-pop? You've been getting K-pop? Yeah.
Yeah, I have. Industry. So, okay, let's get real for a sec. I'm gonna X out of that. Let's get real for a sec. I very much like it, but the some of the subscribers are a little intimidating, man.
They're scary to say the wrong thing.
And it is, and which I don't like, which actually makes it distasteful to do the stuff, because like I actually love the music, but like some of the comments just make it like kind of miserable to do it.
It's it's scary. It's scary. I love BTS. That's one of the I kind of like steered away from BTS on my, because I was doing a lot of BTS, but people are like it's just scary. It's like, so I feel, I'm not trying to like say like if you make one little mistake, they're just at your throat, man. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Which is sad, because like I love the music, I really do.
Yeah.
But like it just sometimes it just makes it unenjoyable, because like you say the wrong thing, or like oh my gosh, dude. So like you know the teasers that they've been doing for the new song Butter.
Yeah, Butter.
So like it was like a little tiny teaser that they were posting, but I found a playlist that had 12 teasers. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, they must have posted a bunch of them. I just didn't know. So I start filming. I did it on a live stream. I start filming, and I did 2 of them, and then I finally realized that the third one was the only real one. The hate comments. What are you doing? You're supporting fake channels. I'm like, bro, and in the video, I'm like, oh, I didn't know this is fake. I didn't know this is fake. You know what I mean? It's
that was one of the scary. I did a video when I first started doing it. I did like a video that they kept telling me to do, and I did like the wrong one, and I was like, oh no. I was like, they're like, you're not allowed to be watching this channel. Or they kept telling me too, because I was posting when the song came out, like, you know, like 10 minutes after the song, I'd post my reaction, and they kept, I'd get a bunch of dislikes or like comments like, you're not allowed to watch within 24 hours.
I'm going through that at the moment with that whole thing at the moment.
And I was like, I don't know what to do, because like, what do you, like, I feel like my 10,000 views are not stopping people from the 100 million they're getting in 24 hours.
I agree more.
But you know,
that's a point of contention. I'm gonna be honest. That's a point of contention where like people are like, you better not post, otherwise you're hating on the. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, and because I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if anybody's really gonna be like, oh, I haven't heard this song. Let me go randomly listen to this guy. Yeah. It's like only people watch reactions that have actually heard the song.
Let's reiterate, dude. The only reason there's this issue is because the army is literally so just into it, and I love that. I love it that like they're so I've never. It's like it's wild, right? I love it though. I love it how passionate they really are, and they really defend them no matter what. They'll
absolutely
like imagine having those fans. That would be that would be the coolest thing ever. It would be the coolest thing ever.
So but I think it's important to talk about too, because I think that when the nicer people of that group see that, they should really like discourage it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I know it's like it's like people say, well, just ignore those comments. It's human nature to read those comments out of all the nice ones. It's just literally we're built that way.
It's funny how like they almost like zoom in on your face. You know, like if you actually like had the emotional thing, you like scroll through, and then, it's like, oh, there's the negative comment.
Yeah,
you know what
I've talked a lot. I've seen a lot of YouTubers. It's like literally built into our heads to just focus on the negative. So it's like probably, I try to.
It's probably survival instinct. You know what I mean? It's probably survival instinct.
Yeah. So,
but I don't know, man. But like you said, like the majority, the 99 percentile is amazing. You
legit.
Know what I mean? But like it's the 1% does make it hard sometimes. I want to comment on a video, and I'm actually gonna steal the video idea from you. Or borrow video? The idea, dude. I love the video that you did of breaking or talking about Taylor Swift's how they changed the lyrics.
Oh,
that is such a cool idea.
You should check it. Man. You should check that out. Yeah, you should check that out.
I love that.
I get all these videos recommended in my thing, and I'm like, when I open up YouTube every day, it's like new videos. I'm like, okay. Or people are really great at recommending you at people videos. They're really great at like. Dude, sometimes they're bad at it. But
our followers are becoming the algorithm for us.
Yeah,
they're learning what we watch and what we like, and they just keep sending you more and more stuff like that.
Have you ever seen someone comment something? You're like, what is that? But I'm just like, I might do it. Maybe we'll check it out. And like, I feel bad saying like, no, I'm not going to do that. Like, I feel bad, like, right. Yeah. But it's like, yeah.
So it's hard. Like you only have so much time, and then you get like such an obscure request.
Yeah. It's like, so many.
I feel
your
bad,
DMs are
like,
just flooded. Your DMs are flooded. Just flood. And it's like, it makes me feel bad. Cause like, no one's like every video too. It's like, oh, I like people, like some people come like, I love the video, but it's mostly just request again. So it's again like there's no satisfaction of that loving that video.
Point.
It's just it's always moving on and looking at the next video. There's no
a good point.
Literally, my mind is just always forward. There's no yeah, this feels good right now. No, it's forward. I'll post that Olivia Rodrigo album reaction tomorrow, right? Like as you well, we're gonna see our views skyrocket, right? Because she's the. But then like it doesn't make you feel good because you're always moving to the next thing immediately.
Yeah.
Like as I
That's
post something, I'm probably
interesting.
recording something again.
Yeah, yeah. That's interesting, man. That that is a really interesting because like sometimes like yeah, you feel a certain way, but you don't exactly can't put it to words. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I wish some people, if you do have a request, I wish they would DM it to me or Twitter because if you click on the video and then just comment and then just leave, it messes up the view watch rate and then it gets recommended less.
Mm-hmm.
That's a struggle too, is when people do comment because like I'll be trying out a new artist. I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna try out like this artist, and then like existing fans will comment on that video and they won't watch it, and then it just messes up their watch time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's just a struggle we have too. Is I
Mm-hmm.
don't know, but it sounds like we're complaining. I'm not trying
Yeah,
to complain.
I
agree. It sounds like we're complaining. I love it. Okay, I love it. That's why I do it every day.
I agree. Yeah, we're not. We're just commenting on it and making each other feel better a little bit.
I've never, because no one else understands these struggles except like a person like us.
But it's also, I think, good to talk about this, like I said, because it brings awareness to it, and that's the goal that I really try to do with these these interviews and these conversations. Is like, I just want to break the ice, break down the wall, to show people like, hey, this is how I did it. This is what makes it possible. This is how you don't have to be so lonely. This is how the struggles that we had, and like, so absolutely. And because you know what, somebody might be watching, and they could have 100,000 subscribers, or they could have 100, and they're learning the psychology that we've learned from our experience. You know what I mean? But
best thing you can do literally for a small channel is just there actually is like some statistical way, like I don't know if you've seen the Minecrafters like Dream. I don't know if you've heard of the Dream SMP. They literally are the biggest Minecraft like YouTubers in the world right now. His name's Dream, and he was able to like understand the statistical algorithm, all of this, and go through it all, and he literally blew up within like a year on like this. He like sat there and studied it all. It's the most impressive thing ever. Like there's a way, but like just put your content out there, and hopefully try to also keywords are very important too. If you can try to get your keywords in your description as to something that's trending, that helps also. There's ways to try to beat the algorithm technically and help you get a start, but just basically posting is like the main thing.
That's the biggest thing, and like it's just exactly getting yourself out there and then kind of figuring it out as you go.
Yeah,
I'm curious your perspective on like timing. Do you think like posting the first day or within the first couple of days is a big deal or not? Because like I'm noticing like some of the bigger channels, which is interesting, the channels that are bigger than ours, like we'll wait like, or I don't know if it's because they're so busy or just what, but like they'll wait like 5 days. Like for example,
5 days.
I don't know if it's specifically 5 days, but like just in general, like for example, Olivia Rodrigo's new track, "Good for You." Like some of the people are just posting it like yesterday,
and then
they'll
get way more views than us. That's my mind thinks about this stuff all the time. So I'm thinking, I'm like, is it better to wait? And once people are like people that try to get there first, those videos are all done with. So then once you post and you'll get like be at the top again because you wait. Or
that's interesting.
But I don't even know if they're meaning to do that. Are they meaning to do that, or are they, like you said, they're busy?
No, I have no clue. Clue. But that is interesting.
But then also
everybody's.
That's what I thought about. I think I messed so last time, which I'm not complaining. I like 30,000 views on the music video reaction, right? But I was thinking about it. I did it like I posted it like an hour later after it dropped. And I think the plethora of people that were trying to get, because that's how you grow as a reaction channel. You got to be first. That's just how really people just, if you're there first, you get one off and people will watch it because like you're one of the first. And I think there's just all this plethora of people that are posting within my time, and it like messed up my video at the same time. But I think the day after, I think is the best time to post. I think the day
that
after.
is super
I don't know.
Interesting.
Just, dude,
I might try that out this time. I mean,
I don't know what I want to do.
Part of me is nervous because like Olivia Rodrigo crushes on my channel, so I don't want to screw it up.
It's like scary. I don't know what to do. It's like
we
just have no understanding. It's like the algorithm. It's just bots, man. It's just bots, and I can't. I try to not to beat myself too much about it too much, but
because in the end, the biggest thing is just consistency. If you just consistently, it doesn't matter. Think about this now. Like when we were doing a lot of One Direction stuff a year ago, like that one video that you did, like, it didn't affect you that much. It doesn't affect you at all today. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
it doesn't
Like,
affect.
so it's just like, but it's a consistency. But then also learning, like you said, that's interesting. I'm highly considering delaying my videos now. Like,
I don't know.
at
I
least
don't. Yeah, I don't even know
for
if they're
this
doing it on
weekend,
purpose
maybe.
though. But like, and
I don't know,
also
but
though
that
too.
makes
But these
sense,
bigger
though.
channels, the bigger channels have the opportunity to wait a little bit. A lot of smaller channels, you got to get in. Like you got to attack it and get in there and try to get fight dirty to get like these views. And I respect all these like you have to do that. That's what I did. Like you got to get in there and try to get your name out there when everyone's looking up the topic. Like everyone's looking up Olivia Rodrigo reaction. If you're a small channel trying to do it, try to get in there fast because your video is going to get recommended because there's not a lot. But a lot of these bigger channels,
where do we sit in that? Like, we're not the 2 million followers, and we're not.
I think
we're not even the 150. But like,
yeah, we'll get like a guaranteed. We'll get like a guaranteed amount, but it's like
yeah,
a bigger channel will come in and just that's what it's interesting. They'll just come in and sweep up everything, and then they'll be on top of the recommended. It's very interesting. I don't know. It's scary.
that is so fascinating, man. I don't know. That is really. I gotta mess with that a little bit.
Nile and Marie new song. Very excited for that tomorrow. Yeah, very excited.
Yeah. There's a lot of new music coming out.
Yeah, BTS, Olivia Rodrigo album.
21 Pilots.
21. I think Lana Del Rey just dropped 3 songs just now.
Oh my gosh.
Today, I don't even know.
Interesting. That's wild. But you have the chat pulled up so you can see some of the questions coming through?
Yeah, I do. I have
cool.
pulled up.
So let's talk more about the keywords. Do you particularly find that those help? Do you use tags? I'm quite curious about that.
See, I do use tags, but from what the question mark above it says that it doesn't matter if you use tags. It depends on the description.
Yeah.
So I still use tags just because I'm used to it. But it said in like when I upload, there'll be like a little question mark above it, in the tags, and it says that this is only for if your videos are hard to like spell or if it's hard to find. But the description is the most important thing. So I just literally will copy and paste my title into my description, and then that's how I do it.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'll try that. I'm gonna start trying that.
Yeah, that's basically. I don't know if it helps. I don't know. Like, see, they don't explain to creators how this all works. It's basically us trying to, and then like you'll be like, oh, maybe I figured it out, and then it all goes haywire, and I'm like, okay, well, I didn't figure it out. Time to try something new.
You know what though? I love this conversation because you like try to figure it out, and like so do I. And like some people just have no clue, and which is totally fine. It's working for them. But like I like having these like intellectual kind of conversations.
Dude, I sit here and I watch. I'm trying to figure out everything I can because I want to. Like I'm gonna keep going. Like I'm doing reaction. I want to like do like I said. I want to do political videos. I want to. Yeah. I think I'm gonna do. I feel like I don't know about you, but I don't know if like doing this and showing that yourself that you could do something like this makes you confident in other things that like if I try that in my way, like these interview things, I feel like you're like sitting there and you're like, well, I grew this. Why don't I just start doing this? I feel like I can do it now. Like it gives you that confidence to keep going.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like I have some other ideas how I want to. All I've really wanted to try to do too is try to reformat my videos I do on like other platforms. Like I want to like the shorts thing that's happening right now. Yeah. I'm trying to like figure out how to format that into a short because like YouTube just said they put up $100 million. Doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. If you post shorts, you're going to be able to make money from shorts, even if you don't have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours watched. Like even if you're not partnered,
so that's new then. That's new because if you're not even shorts partnered, weren't making money.
Yeah, if you're not even partnered, I saw one guy. He got 7 million views on shorts, and he made like $500. And if you don't make YouTube videos, that's like really bad. Dude, TikTokers, their payout is like 5 cents per 1,000 views or something like that.
Do you know? Yeah. I'm curious. Do you know what your RPM is?
It's about 4.
What, your RPM or your CPM?
Oh, our CPM is about 4. I think RPM. I try to dispute copyright. It just depends. I think my RPM is probably like $1 maybe.
Okay, that's close to like to what mine is. That's what's like when you're like 4. I'm like,
no.
You're like crushing me on the.
I'm not a financial channel where they get like $15. You
literally know your stuff, man. Absolutely.
They get like $15, dude.
They do.
It's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like these people both get like 5,000 views. Get like $75. I get 5,000 views. It's like 10.
You get $5.
I'm like, damn, yeah.
So what we're talking about for people that aren't super familiar, like the RPM and CPM are like how much you essentially get paid per 1,000 view on YouTube. And depending, it really the biggest factor is who's watching your videos. So if like you make videos for like 10-year-old kids, like, well, 10-year-old kids don't have a ton of money to spend on YouTube ads, so, or on whatever you're advertising. So the advertiser is willing to spend less on that ad than somebody like, for example, like a crypto or like a financial channel is significantly higher.
It also
so for every 1,000 views, like, we make maybe $1 or $2, $3, maybe, give her in that range. But some of these other channels make somewhere between 15 to 30 to 45 for every 1,000 views.
Yeah. It also depends the location from people are watching.
Yes.
That's one of the most hurtful things, I think. Like,
Yes.
like legit, that's what it's like, it doesn't bother me, but I wish, because I feel bad for these people that are like, not to name one of the countries and say it's bad, but that's just how the advertisers basically view you. But they'll be like, their YouTubers from these countries are like, that's why you don't see it, because these YouTubers from these other countries, they can get like 1 million views, but it's like 5 cents per 1,000 views. Like, these YouTubers, if you're trying to make it from some of these countries, it's like it doesn't let you get anywhere because your viewers are going to be from those countries. It sucks. It's like terrible. It's terrible. That's why I think a lot of us, when you see so many other YouTubers, a lot of us are from like UK or just these like higher up countries, because it's like these people, just advertisers basically decide who becomes a full-time YouTuber in a way.
That's crazy. That's actually really interesting. Where are you based out of?
California.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So I'm curious. You know all your stats, which I love. We're able to have like a really tech conversation. Do you know where what your % of US viewers are?
I think it's about maybe 15 to 20. I could check actually right now.
Wow, so yours is even less than mine. So people are like, whenever I talk about this is like the one stat that like blows people's mind. I think it's about 33% of my viewers are in the US. So that's even more fascinating.
Wait, how many?
Like 33%.
Yours is 33 in the US?
I believe so. I mean, let me double check.
Wow, that's actually, I think that's really high.
For what
we do.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's actually, I think, even more of a testament to like the diversity of your channel. I think that's amazing.
So audience, is 22% United States. So this is the last 28 days. 22. Yeah. I had like a Brazil video pop off. 12% Brazil.
Wow.
India 8%. United Kingdom 4%. Philippines 4%. But it's like sucks because they like, if you're a creator from the Philippines, they'll like, so they advertisers like punish you, and like not punishing you, but they don't see the like a country in the Philippines with a lot of money. So it's like, if you're a Philippine, I feel bad. It's like, and then I try to post also when my viewers, because it shows when your viewers are online.
Yes. Oh, I was wrong. It's actually decreased significantly. So I have 22% US, 10% Philippines, and 6.5% South Korea.
I wonder where the Philippines and South Korean viewers are watching for. They're watching for BTS. It's heavy BTS.
BTS, and I think I've been doing a decent amount of Filipino music, like
SB19. Legit. So I have my K-pop channel, right? And this person, I thought it was a K-pop group. Okay, so I'm sitting there. I'm like, I sit there, do my intro. I'm like, yeah, man. I thought I knew a lot of these K-pop groups, but people just keep flooding in more groups. Yeah. So I do my intro, and it's like Tagalog, or the language is different. It's not Korean. I'm sitting there and I'm scared to say something because I don't want to get like hate and be like, but I'm sitting there, I'm like thinking in my mind, this is not Korean. Like, what is going on? And I'm like, at the end of the video, I'm like, dude, I'm going to look this up. And it's a Filipino group. And I'm like, yo, what? It made no, yeah, but the analytics. And then I also you can see your watch time throughout the video.
Yep.
And I try to get through my intro quick because people just skip the intro, which I do the same thing. I mean, it's an intro.
So do
and then
I
try to get through my ending very quickly too. I just
learned about that yesterday.
Like, I want to cut off my ending, but it's weird to like cut it off. Like, I don't know how people would feel about that, but nobody like cares about the outro really. It's like,
it's like 3%.
Yeah, nobody watches that. Dude, the analytics are but it's like hard to understand too. But I try to look at them and try to. Yeah, it's very.
You know, you and me should do like a test, like a video series where you and I test algorithmic questions that we have.
Legit, I've always wanted to do like
fun, man. That would be so interesting. Like for like a week, you and I, every single one of our videos, no outro. It just ends.
I've thought about it. I want to do it because like
we could document it and like film it and post it on YouTube. That would be so.
Yeah,
like you really know your stuff, care. And Oh, I would
Yeah.
watch those videos.
Yeah, no one really cares about the outro. I've seen analytics say that nobody cares about the intro. But then people like literally, I did like one time I tried to get through really quickly, and someone was like, "Wow, you didn't say bye," and I was like, "Ah, stop it! You're messing with my mind."
Yes. Oh, it's
Yeah.
funny. That's so funny, man. Yeah, it's you get the comment where you're like, "Oh, I love how you did this," and then the same exact comment right under was like, "I hate how you did this."
Yeah, and then you just see the hate one, and you're like, "Okay, well, I don't know what you want from me."
Interesting, yeah. Oh man, it's so funny, man. I love it. It's so funny. Who were some of the people that you've discovered through like that you didn't expect to like enjoy? Oh wait, no. Let's talk about Hamilton for a second. You're starting to get into Hamilton, huh?
I literally haven't even watched it yet. Okay, I just wanted to watch I watched the first scene like a month ago, and people were like, "Do the whole thing," so I'm gonna watch the whole thing.
On Patreon or
on YouTube. I posted like an intro thing. It was like 4 minutes long. But now I'll watch the whole thing and post on Patreon. They cut it up as much as I can.
I went through the entire discography, all 46 songs on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, see, it seemed really cool. It was very fast paced. I like that. I didn't expect it to be. I've never really watched a musical before. I don't know if you're into musicals or anything. I've never.
First one.
Yeah, first one I'm gonna be watching, but so far it seems like it's very fast paced. Seems entertaining. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like the main one people watch too. Like people spend thousands of dollars on tickets. Yeah. But yeah,
it's so fascinating. So I want to very briefly touch on this for a sec. You and I were
we can go keep going. By the way, I have enough time actually.
Yeah, it's
as long as
I realized we've been like we're flying.
This actually went by really quickly, dude.
We have to 100% do a follow up interview with because there's so much I want to talk about with you. But I have like another couple of minutes.
Okay.
We're celebrating my wife's graduation. She graduated grad school today.
That's great. Congratulations.
So, but I would love to set up a follow-up.
Yeah, this went by super fast,
so much
honestly.
to talk about. I'm having so much fun with this conversation. Super quick, I want to talk about cryptocurrency with you.
Yeah.
Because you and I had this massive chat going on in our Instagram DMs about, like, please tell me you didn't sell.
No, I didn't sell.
Good.
I had diamond hands.
Diamond hands, baby. Did you buy more?
Yeah.
Bro, I actually just posted a video on my channel about it. It's titled "I Just Lost $20,000." It's exactly that. How like crypto has just been on this downtrend, and then yesterday it just pooped and dropped to the floor.
So did you see what China is doing though?
Kind of, yeah.
So they're basically they want to create their own cryptocurrency in a way. They're trying to make a digital yuan. And they're trying to hype that up, so they're basically just like banning the usage. People in China can still buy it, but like they can't use it for anything. So it's like there's no reason for they're trying to just start their own cryptocurrency, basically.
Interesting.
Because like cryptocurrency, you can't really track because that's the point of it. And where in China is like, I don't know about that one. So if they create their own, then they can.
I just heard a very interesting stat or a topic that somebody said that they don't think that the U.S. would ever ban cryptocurrency, but instead they would want to tax it. Just like everything else, like they say,
they're going to tax it for sure.
Well, they already do tax it, but they'd be like, it'd be foolish for them to ban it because they would lose out on so much tax dollars.
I don't know. The U.S. is weird about ban stuff though. Like we decide. I think we'll be okay though. I think most politicians don't even understand it. They're like, they don't understand it.
I barely understand it.
Yeah, like there's no shot. That's why I love like these politicians try to get in like the internet things. Like they have no idea what's going on. Like they just don't. Like, and it sucks when, like, not to get into it too much, but it sucks when they try to regulate stuff they don't understand. But it's absolutely okay. It's. I mean, they're trying to do their job. I guess it's.
Bro, how about the fact of like, what do you use to buy? Coinbase?
So I use. Man, don't shame me, people. But I
use Robinhood.
I'm so they don't allow you just like to send it to other wallets.
That's the problem with it.
They hold you in there. So I'm like, I was already in there before all the GameStop stuff happened and everything, and then it freezes. It's really bad. But I don't want to wait the couple of days for it to send to my bank, and then send it, and then so I just like keep it in there, and then I use Coinbase.
But as soon as you sell it, though, it's a taxable event. So So the benefit to like transferring, like you could transfer without it being like an issue. But like you can't transfer out of Robinhood. You have to sell it, and then you
Yeah, you have to
automatically
sell
get
it,
taxed on it.
and
So,
then you have to buy in again. And then what if he shoots up in those couple days? I sell, and then I'm like, I have to buy. And then Coinbase, I use Coinbase. I don't want to use Coinbase. There's insane fees that I don't.
Coinbase Pro, 100%. You save so much money.
Is there a subscription or what?
No, it's free. I don't know why they do it, but it's free.
So I just have to sign up on their website for
yeah.
Literally. Okay, and then I use BlockFi, which you can only get like 6 cryptos on there, but there's a way they pay you out with interest. So if like you have a certain amount of money,
not in New York. Then, New York is like the only state that they don't allow.
Okay, and then I also have damn, what is it? I don't know why. So I have Webull also, and then but that's more for stocks. And then, dude, I swear I'm missing one. Okay, I
love that you're into all this stuff, man. We're like a clone of the same person.
I don't think I'm missing. Yeah, I don't think I'm missing one, but I could be. I think I got them all. Oh, and Trust Wallet. I have Trust Wallet because I got into there's cryptos that they are tech shit coins is what you call them, right? And I had to get through Pancake Swap and do this. I have Safe Moon, and then I'm not a financial advisor. Okay, you probably don't do any of these. Safe Moon,
terrible investment. No,
very risky, but very risky.
Are you up or down on that?
Well, I'm down on everything right now.
Yeah, that's real. Me too.
And then there's like Hourglass one, and then there's one I'm in called like I don't even want to talk about the names of some of these ones.
Yeah, I know some of them are bad. So, but I couldn't even buy. Dude, I was very upset yesterday because I tried buying when it was at $30,000 or $31,000.
At like 6 a.m. exactly, or 9 a.m. for you?
Yeah, 9 a.m. for me. Literally, I just happened to open my phone, but Coinbase was frozen. I couldn't buy.
Yeah,
they freeze. And I was so mad because I'd literally be up like 40% on that buy.
Such a coincidence that everything goes down.
Oh, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started, Jeff. Don't even get me started.
And all these rich people are just buying.
Don't even get me started, Jeff.
And then Elon Musk goes on Twitter. Actually, Bitcoin should do this, and then I'm gonna do Dogecoin. Sorry,
Jeff. New subject because I'm getting heated.
Dogecoin's one of the scariest things ever too. I don't like Dogecoin.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my gosh. It was Shiba Inu coin.
Dude, people. That's one of the scariest things too, is trying to figure out these cryptocurrencies because people are just making new ones now, and then they're advertising them as 1000x, 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 and then they goes up a little bit, and the founder of it just rug pulls, and then you don't know who they are, and then they just appear. You know, like Dogecoin, like. There's like 100 people that own like 70% of Dogecoin.
There's one account that has 38%.
I wonder if his name starts with Elon. No, I'm joking. I doubt it. I doubt it. But dude, if it actually
there is high speculation that it is though. There is very high speculation.
I know.
There's speculation that it's either him or Robinhood.
I've never seen. So Elon Musk has a lot of, which I don't have anything against Elon Musk, but. He has like a lot of hardcore fans, like very into it. And a lot of people are kind of turning on him ever since all the Bitcoin stuff and what he's doing. He's an interesting guy. I don't have anything against him, but I'm not like a fan of him. He's Elon Musk.
Yeah. All right, let's digress. We'll move on from that. But I love it, man. We have such similar interests. It's so funny. What do you plan? So, okay, do you plan? So, okay. My mind is still thinking about how frustrated I am about Coinbase yesterday, so I'm still regathering my thoughts. If you this is a question from one of the subscribers. If you could ask Olivia Rodrigo one question, what would it be?
Right off the bat. So okay, little context. So there's a random Logan Paul clip from 2019, 2018, where he says. He pulls up Olivia Rodrigo's thing, and he goes, "She's gonna be a star. She's gonna be the next mega star. She's so talented, because he used to be a Disney star, and he saw her when she was like 13, 14.
Wait. Logan Paul used to be a Disney star?
Yeah, so Jake Paul. They both.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, but he said she's gonna literally be the next Ariana Grande, even bigger. This was 3 years ago, And now to see, like, I want to know what her thoughts are on Logan Paul. If like they have like a good relationship or what. That's what I'm interested in, because he knew. I didn't. When how did you react to her? Because randomly, one of my subscribers like, you got to do your Rio driver's license came out.
Oh my gosh, dude! There was 1,000. I've never seen so many requests in a single day for a single artist. That was like, I was overwhelmed by the number of requests.
See, I did it like the first day. First day, and one person was like, you, and for some reason I just did it. I don't know why. Just did it, and it went crazy.
Yeah,
I've never really seen artists like this. This artist, she came out of nowhere, because like, of course, she has like this building block of fan base, right, from High School Musical and everything. Yeah. But the way she's blown up is just insane, just absolutely insane.
But she's also had, like, I feel like, huge celebrity support too. Like, I mean, Taylor Swift reaching out to her, and like photos now with Taylor Swift, like.
And then I'm pretty sure she's sampling New Year's Day, which is Taylor Swift's song, on one of her albums. So on her new album of the songs. So like Taylor Swift and Jack Antonoff are credited in the album. So that's crazy. Dude, it's crazy. She surprised me too with this new song. I was not expecting this at all.
Which one? Good for you?
Yeah, it's very good. I love it. I like it way more than the other two, which I like the other two a lot. But this one,
I like this whole like pop punk thing, man.
Like a damn sociopath. Yeah, love it. I just listen to that over and over again. Joshua Bassett, by the way, he's really good too. I think he's underrated. And I feel bad because like he's like sitting there, he's like co-star, and she's just doing like just rising, and then he's like trying to. I like his music. He's good. He's a good artist. I think he has a great career ahead of him.
That new song that he released, his most recent, what was
Feel
that?
Something?
Oh, that was good.
Best song he's done. Yeah, best song he's done so far.
That he needs to go in that direction, because he crushed that. I love that. He's
great. I think he has a great big career ahead of him.
Yeah, I love that. It is. It'd be interesting to have like a real conversation with them in the sense of like, outside all the drama, but like it'd be interesting. Not even them, just like artists in general. Like kind of like you said, they're literally on the same platform, and then one of them just totally skyrockets.
Oh, it's like, one of the actual questions I would have for you, if she knows about like reaction videos, and if she's ever watched one of these, because some of these reaction videos they're pulling in hundreds of thousands of views, right?
Yeah, for real.
She has to. I wonder what artists love these kind of videos, but these old dudes that are like 70, sorry if you're old, I'm not trying to like, they don't understand this, and they're like, copyright, and the artist isn't seeing any of that money. Okay, they're getting paid in advance. A lot of these artists get like $1 million, and then they sign in, then they basically work to pay off that money again.
Mm-hmm. That's how record label works. Exactly.
Yeah, these artists aren't seeing this money. Okay, it's these people that we are doing more than some of these advertisers. It's egotistical for us reactors to be like, we're doing this, of course, but we're doing a lot of great advertising for
free advertising.
Artists. Yeah, just because we love it. We actually authentically love it, and it rubs off on some of these artists. Because we sit here and we're like authentically sitting here, we're loving it, and these people at the top are like, copyright claim. And the algorithm on YouTube's insane, by the way. They pick up literally like 10 seconds. Algorithms like found it.
Bro, it was literally my BTS Butter teaser reaction got copyright claimed. And it was like literally a 6-second clip of the 30-second clip. It was like, are you serious, man? Like,
they spent billions of dollars past 10 years doing it.
Is that right? They spent so much.
Much money. Because a lot of other websites are having issue, like you know what Twitch is, like the live streaming.
Yeah.
Right now, they don't have like a bot system to figure that out. So basically, what they're doing was just banning streamers. They're just basically sending copyright claims to Twitch, and they basically take down these streamers for playing indie music. And then there was an issue where it was backlogged for like 2 years. So if you played music for like 2 years ago and you still had like the VOD up forever from your live stream, they'd copyright claim and then ban you. Like a couple of streamers got banned. Gosh. The big ones, of course, they're okay. They get reinstated. But dude, these record labels, man, a little upsetting. But you know, it's whatever.
Well, they're going down, man. They're going down.
They're scared. That's what we thought. That's what we thought when like 10 years ago, though. So I feel like
I would debate that it's a slow death. Because I think it's even 10 years, like from 10 years ago, it's becoming easier and easier. You know what I mean?
I think
it's my full-time job to be a musician here on YouTube, and like I have no record label, and like that was definitely not possible maybe 10 years ago. 15, definitely not possible.
I think just the issue is like they have such influence over people that are like they're able to keep afloat like
yeah,
they are. Hopefully we'll see that in our lifetime, because there's no need for these record labels. I'm sorry. You know, they do really good work and they provide for all of these artists really good stuff, but I think these artists could do it. Like Olivia Rodrigo, like she has a lot of control over it. You know, that's what I've always
I would debate there is a certain type of artist that definitely needs them, and there's a certain type of artist that doesn't, and it kind of sucks that the one that doesn't. Like for example, like if you were a musician, which you're not, right?
No.
Yeah, so if you were a musician, you would be the kind that wouldn't. But just the way you're speaking, like you know your stuff, you do your own research, you have this like business mentality, you know, and like the Jay-Z's, the Kanye Wests, the Taylor Swifts, like they put work on both sides of the brain. Then that's great. Then there's the other side of artists, which is super creative and like just has no clue how to like to handle that stuff, which is fine.
But I would compare it to like you said, Taylor Swift, Jay-Z, they have like this creative mind, but there's been artists that like put like from Disney that are kind of, it's like they're given this kind of like, it's not given because you have to work very hard, but they're like given this kind of like way to like sky, but you don't see them as like a top artist, but they'll make a good living out of it.
Yeah.
But like Taylor Swift, very creative herself, number one.
Yeah.
BTS, creative number self, one. That's what K-pop, you see, they gave BTS the ability to make their own music, produce their music, and they felt authentic and number one. Where a lot of K-pop groups, they really have no control.
Yeah.
And they got beat by the underdog that was able to authentically. So maybe just put stuff that's authentic too. Authentic.
Yes.
People can feel authenticity. Like they 100%. Just can. It's crazy.
100%. Do you watch other reaction channels still?
Yeah. It's I try to. So I don't know if you get this way, but I do like this. I just try to stay away from watching other reaction channels just because I want to stay in my own like lane and focus on my, because like I see other numbers that people are pulling and I'm like, I get
every single interview I have had, we talk about this because I couldn't agree more.
I get I'm not self-conscious. I'm just like, damn, should I be, it's like, damn, I need to be working harder then. But I'm like, man, I can't be, I'm like already doing so much. And it's like, I'm like, man, maybe there's better than me. Maybe they're more likable than me.
That's yeah, you start going down that path. I think about that all the time, and actually, that I try very, very hard not to look at. I actually like say don't recommend this. On my
that's
channel.
what I do too. I do not recommend, and then sometimes it'll like pull them already somehow, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and then ruins like my next hour. It like ruins, but then just recover. Got to recover and keep going.
But that's actually the best part of these conversations because I'm actually becoming friends with some people, and it's like. Now, if I see, for example, if we both post Olivia Rodrigo tomorrow and you get 100,000 views and I get 30, I'm like, now I know you, but now I know you, and now like we're cool, and I'm like, yeah, go Jeff, man, you crushed that video. And now there's like because when we didn't know each other, there was like this like, weird level
competition. It's like,
but now it's like, oh, now we're on the same team.
But I kind of like the competition a little bit because it gets you. Well, at the same time, it's like really hurtful for you.
I like the competition, but it also if you're not, you have to be in the right mindset. I think too, because if you're not in the right mindset, it can hurt.
See, I think like there's like I've always like I like you. Like there's other reaction channels.
You, like, I actually really don't like you, but I'm just here. I'm here because my manager said
I like Jacob Restituto. I will watch his from time to time.
Oh, I appreciate that.
I just don't really watch. I watch other YouTube content basically. I agree. I try to get out of the mind. I try to look at other side of YouTube. I don't like to focus. And then they'll like I think Steven Stereo. I really like him. I really do like Steven Stereo. I think he's great. And then Blake McLean, I like Blake McLean. I just don't really watch their, but I have no ill will against anyone. I just don't 100%. Really watch other. But it just it hurts when you see views sometimes.
I agree that a lot of people have said don't recommend 100%. So we are 1,000% gonna have to do a follow-up interview because there is so much that we could talk about, man. Because I had such a fun time, man.
All right, sounds great.
I do have to. Celebrate let me rephrase that. I get to go celebrate, not have to celebrate.
Wow.
My wife's graduation. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you could just hang out for 1 second, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. This was a ton of fun. Definitely, I mean, if Jeffrey's up for it, definitely expect a second vid. So
we could just keep talking. I think.
Me too, man. This is the next one's gonna be like a